Hello. Good afternoon, great people. I'm glad to come your way again to continue our discussion on common mistakes that people make potential spouse. There are common mistakes that people make when they're considering a potential spouse, and it leads into pain as a home or as a marriage. First, because now I'm going to talk about the common mistake. Common mistake people make is that when they think that it is time for them, they think that they are ripe, both men and women. The first mistake they make is that they start looking for who that spouse is and not what kind of home they want. The first mistake they made is that they start bothering themselves so much about the characteristics of the person and not the characteristics of the home. And so when you ask me, which I have done, that what kind of home do you want? They cannot answer you. What kind of home do you want? They are already looking for the person, but they don't yet. So the first thing I will tell you is that when you feel that you are matured, when you feel that the time to look for a partner has come, it's not even at that moment that you start thinking. But when you are caught up in the game and you think that it is time for me to settle down, the first thing that you should bother about is not the person, but the kind of home you want. If I ask you the question, what kind of home you want, you should be able to tell me. You should far to tell me. You should be able to tell me in less than no time, because it is something that you already have. The picture of the kind of home you want is clear in your mind. The first question you ask yourself is, what kind of home do I want? It's looking philosophical, but that is where the work starts, and nobody will do it for you. When you think that it is time to settle down, I see so many people rushing into marriage, so many people eager about marriage, but when you ask them, what kind of home do you want? They don't know. So write this question down and find the answers. It may take you forever. If you are not serious, you will never get them. Or if you are bent, you can start doing it today, and then it will help you so much it will help you so much on this journey for a happy marriage, a happy home. What kind of home do you want? That's question one. Question two is, why do you want this kind of home? Question one is, what kind of home do you want? Question two is, why do you want this kind of home? Answer to yourself. Write, and by writing, don't just babble words. Take a pen and a paper and you describe to yourself what kind of home you want. What is the kind of home you want? The second question is, why do you want this kind of home? What is motivating you to desire this kind of home? What is pushing you to dream about this kind of home? That is the second question. The third question is, how do you plan to achieve this kind of home? Yes, what is your methodology? What are you going to do, practically speaking, to reach there, to get to your target? You have to define your methodology. Then the last question is, what are you doing today in your daily life as you are living your daily life? What are you doing today that you know is actually contributing to that dream home? Question one is, what kind of home do you want? What kind of home do you want? Question two is, why do you want this kind of home? Question three is, how, practically speaking, how will you practically achieve? Do you plan to get this kind of home? The fourth one is, what are you doing today that you know is contributing to that dream home? You can call it a dream home. But the first mistake people make is that they start looking for which kind of girl will suit my life, which kind of man will suit my life. And then you ask them, what kind of home do you want to have? Yes, when you finally marry this woman, what kind of home do you want to have? They don't know. It's a shock. and this is a big trap. Why? Because the person you are looking for is going to come so that together you can produce this kind of home. The person you are dreaming about is going to come so that together you can build this kind of home. But if you don't even know what you want as a home, you are already failing before starting, because it will also affect the kind of person you choose. Because when you have a clear picture of the kind of home you want, then it will inspire you to be able to choose the right person with whom you can build that kind of home. So I'll leave you with these questions, and I wish that you think about them. Think about them. Episode 1, the kind of home, not the kind of person. Don't start by looking for the kind of person. Start by asking yourself, what kind of home do you want? I have asked even married people this question, that what kind of home do you want to have in the next 5 years? They cannot answer me. What kind of home do you want to have in the next 10 years? They cannot answer me. So start by doing this exercise, and if you like, you can submit it and I will help you through. You can come back to me anytime you want us to discuss about it, you can discuss. But answer these 4 questions to yourself until your heart is convinced about the answer that you have written. I wish you well. Have a great day. Bye.